Hello, and welcome to Team Badminton's third presentation for MIS 4478. Team Badminton is team number 6 and is comprised of Jacqueline Jean Bien, Louis Votman, and Jonathan Davis. Today we'll be discussing Nolan's stages of IT growth model, which is a theoretical model for the growth of information technology in a business or similar organization. It was developed by Richard L. Nolan during the 1970s and published in the Harvard Business Review. It was later updated in 1979 to add 2 additional stages, as we'll see later in this presentation. The 6 stages of this model are initiation, contagion, control, integration, data administration, and maturity. First, we will begin by talking about Richard Nolan himself. Richard Nolan is an American business school professor who has held various positions at both the University of Washington as well as Harvard Business School. Richard is also the founder of the consulting firm Nolan, Norton & Co., which was acquired by KPMG. Stage 1, Initiation. In the initiation stage, the organization is first exposed to information technology. Nolan theorizes that organizations decide to do this for 2 reasons. The first being the company's size, as once an organization reaches a certain size, it becomes impractical for it to handle its administrative processes without the advantages that computers provide. And second, the computational needs of the organization. Simple and functional systems are first implemented. This is done to minimize the possibility of problems coming up. It also helps the organization's users become acclimated to the new technology, as they generally tend to distance themselves from it and are not eager to embrace it. Lastly, due to the simplified nature of the technology implemented at this stage, the organization can save money. At this juncture, management is not overly involved. Thus, planning and control of the system is not particularly developed, leaving the IT department more freedom than it will enjoy later. Stage 2, contagion stage, is the point at which managers step in to explain the potential of the technology to users that have been alienated by the new technology. That begins to proliferate throughout the organization. However, due to the fact that the project and budgetary controls have yet to be developed, there comes to be a plethora of new applications, leading to a saturation of existing computer capacity and more advanced computer systems being obtained, which leads to the employment of specialized professionals' assistants, which can often be a high expense. It's also at this point that many problems with the system are encountered and identified. Therefore, the budget for the organization rises significantly and garners management's concern, thus highlighting the importance of the planning and control of computer systems. Stage 3, Control. During the third stage, the control stage, the focus is shifted from the management of computers to the management of data resources, leading to a greater role for the IT department. In fact, this reconstruction of data processing can be said to be this stage's theme. This change results from analysis of the best ways to increase the amount of planning and the control management has in its ability to further increase data processing operations. The control stage can be considered a formal reaction to the usually excessive expenditures of both time and money spent in obtaining the computer systems and getting them running correctly. One of management's major issues at this point is how to organize tasks for control of computer operating costs. It's here that central project management and management reporting systems are organized, which directly lead to the development of programming, documentation, and operation standards for the operation. Stage 4, Integration. The fourth stage, the integration stage, is the juncture at which previously existing systems are integrated with the new technology that the organization has developed. a process that leads to expenditures comparable to those in Stage 2, the contagion stage. Organizations in this stage face two possible threats to its operational efficiency. One, heavy reliance on computer controls can lead to inefficiencies in its processes, and two, there is a risk of inefficiency associated with rapid organizational growth. Incidentally, Stage 4 is the final stage that Nolan mentioned in 1973 in his initial proposal of the stages of growth. As mentioned earlier, Nolan himself realized that he needed additional stages, which has led to Stage 5, the data administration. The fifth stage, data administration, was added by Nolan in 1979 after realizing that his previous 4 stages were insufficient to fully describe the adoption of IT in organizations. This stage focuses more on managing organizations' corporate data more than IT and highlights both the development and the maturity of data administration within the organization. Thus, the data processing department ends up serving more as an administrator of data resources than of machines. Stage 6, maturity. In the sixth and final stage, maturity, standard organizational tasks such as order entry, managing the general ledger, and material requirements planning, together referred to as the application portfolio, are completed and its structure has been fully adapted to the organizational needs and information flows. Tracking sales growth becomes vital at that stage, and management control systems comprised of manufacturing, marketing, and financial systems are used the most in the maturity stage. Manufacturing control requires forecasting, that is, computing future needs. Marketing control deals strictly with research, and financial control forecasts future cash requirements. Stage 6 exercises high control by compiling all of the information gained from the activities in stages 1 through 5, which enables the organization to function at much higher levels of both efficiency and effectiveness. This completes our presentation on Nolan's stages of IT growth models. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our presentation.